Fuel efficiency, smart cars, and Rolls Royces are not their favorite topics of conversation, even though they know a lot about them. Bill Desrosiers and Byron James are into hot rod time machines, muscle cars, and radical rides. They are the co-hosts of a new car show on CKNW News Talk 980. It's called West Coast Wheels and Ink. It is my pleasure to welcome Bill Desrosiers and Byron James to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Thank you. Hello.
Well, what a lovely couple.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's lovely.
And we definitely aren't a couple.
Well, that too. So now that we have that straight.
Exactly.
How did you two meet?
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. We met at a car show of all things. I was emceeing it, and Bill was a part of the show itself. He was one of the sponsors.
So you're the radio guy.
I am
originally.
the radio guy, yes. Yeah.
JRFM.
Been there for 11 years, yeah.
Are you a country fan?
You know what? When I began, I was iffy, but now I like it.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
You know all the words to Brad Paisley?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And so how'd you get into the business of the car biz?
I was terrible in school, so I had to have something that I could make money at.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Tell me about Radical Rides.
This company we opened 4 or 5 years ago. We build custom cars from start to finish. Pretty much anything you can dream of, anything you want, we can build it. I got a good group of guys and we build some pretty cool stuff.
And you can fix other cars too,
Oh,
or
yeah.
not?
Yep, no, we do some mechanical repair. Most of the stuff that we've been doing is for our regular clientele, but we are building. We've actually expanded and took on a couple more guys, and now we actually have the capability to do regular maintenance and stuff as well.
So I bring to you a Camaro.
Yep.
And you put some primer on it, or what do you do?
I can do anything to it. Anything you want me to do. We have a full fabrication shop, we have a full upholstery shop, we have a full electrical shop, and a full body and paint shop. So we do everything.
A custom car really means what?
Custom car, I mean, it can mean a lot of things. I mean, it could be anything from just putting a set of wheels on it and lowering it to, you know, spending $500,000 and getting me to go completely insane and build something pretty trick.
Well, once this radio show takes off, maybe building something pretty Trick. Cool.
Trick or track.
Trick or track.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And you're a production guy.
Yes, I am.
Have Echo Productions. So
Yeah, Echo
Echo One Productions.
Yeah.
So you are producing the show, and the two of you host it together, I'm understanding.
Yep.
And what do you know about cars?
Well, see, this is the perfect.
Sorry.
See, he already jumped in. He already was gonna. He likes saying that a lot. No, the perfect thing is the way we've set up the show is it's not just about cars. It's cars, motorcycles, and tattoos, which very much come together.
Gee, why would that be?
I know we've got. Well, I do have a tattoo.
Yeah.
I
You do? Can you
about-
show it? Or
Well, it's on my calf. It's
It's
a
in an
Batman
odd spot.
Yeah, that's right. It's not as visible as Bill's tattoos, but the show itself kind of feeds, each topic feeds each other, and so we thought there's nothing or has never been anything out there that has brought all three of these together to kind of showcase all three at the same time.
Well, there's something about hot cars and tattoos, isn't there?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
they've gone together for years.
There's a bit
I
of a
mean,
link.
Yeah, pretty
definitely.
much everybody that's into it usually has a bike, usually has a car, and they have tattoos. I mean, it's just sort of...
Sure, and they're not all Hell's Angels.
No. And that's part of why we wanted to do the show. There's a lot of things that are out there in regards to bikers or people that have tattoos that the perception of the public is very skewed one way. And part of the show we want to really explain kind of just because you might look like Bill, and I'm talking the tattoos, not Bill himself, that he's
Well, you can talk about that if you want.
exactly. Well, yeah, that he's not a bad guy. He's not a Hell's Angel. He's not.
No, I have a daughter who's a police officer, and she has tattoos.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't tell the chief.
Well, it's
It's becoming a lot more
Very
acceptable
much. It's
now.
art. Well, Kat Von D was here.
Yeah.
The queen of tattoos, or I think she does some pretty spectacular
Yes, she does nice work.
tattoos. What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was a Tasmanian devil holding a club.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And you weren't in prison or anything.
No, I was young. I got it when I was young, and I mean, it's since been covered up. And from there on, it was pretty much just grew one after another. They're addicting. Once
Right.
you get one, you want more.
I hear
well,
tell.
most people do.
Who does your tattoos? Different people?
Yeah, I've got a few people that do it. My buddy owns a shop out in Surrey called Liquid Sliver Tattoo.
Right.
He's done a majority of my work. Ed out there and Michelle, they've done a lot of the work on me. But I mean, I kind of go around to different places.
Right.
I'm gonna definitely explore some new shops and get some other.
I've been to Mom's.
Yeah.
With my friend who's an opera singer. She's a mezzo-soprano, and after every opera, she designs a tattoo and gets one.
See, that's cool. I mean, most people have a story behind how they got
Very
there.
much so.
Yeah.
Some people have their parents on their back, some don't.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, for sure.
Literally.
Literally.
One thing I do
Exactly.
stress though with them is if you're going to get them, wait till you're a little bit older and you can make a good decision, so you're not doing a bunch of cover-ups and end
Exactly.
up with a black
Don't
mess.
do it when you're drinking. I think
Yeah.
a tattoo artist would probably tell you that if you're drunk, I won't do a tattoo
Yes,
on
most
you.
tattooists
Call
will.
me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Talk to some sailors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Apparently
that's
in
old
prison.
school.
Have you seen the book that John Gray did on tattoos? Men in prison, the most common tattoo is mom.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I
See?
didn't know that
You
either.
learn something every day. You can talk about that on the show this
Sure, we'll
Saturday.
pass it on, that's right.
Pass it on. Actually, you should interview John Gray because
Yeah.
he did a whole book on tattoos.
we'll have to
Great
get
writer,
in touch
great
with him.
interview.
Sure.
Okay, because I'm thinking hockey on Saturday night.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a tough call.
Well, I don't think there's any call there. It's, go Canucks, go.
Yeah.
Sure.
For this
Exactly.
weekend, for sure.
Go Canucks, go and go in one of those big Suburbans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Or most of them are driving, I suspect, Ferraris,
Yeah, I don't know.
Aston Martins. They're pretty big for an Aston Martin.
Yeah, you'd think that that's the way that they go, but people like Trevor Linden, he's a huge Mustang nut. Like,
Actually,
Really?
he's got a Corvette. And
Yeah.
He's
does.
he's into classic cars.
yeah,
He's
like
into
the
classic
'67
cars.
Mustang is what he's got. Yeah.
That's interesting. I took my driver's test on a Corvette. I think it was probably the first one ever made, but I passed.
Oh, you're not
no.
that old. Come on.
I had a Mustang Fastback that I loved.
Very cool.
65. Yeah,
Yeah, very nice
1965.
car.
Silver,
65,
red inside,
66,
glass
my favorite
packs.
fastback. Yeah, we've
So-
got a couple we're building right now.
You do?
67 and 8.
So tell me how it works. You
Well, we've
bring in
kinda-
an old Fastback or an old Mustang or Trevor Linden's Mustang. How do you tweak it?
Well,
Hey, man, it depends on what they want. I mean, for us, we literally rip the car to bare steel,
Right.
sandblast it, completely remove everything out of it, and put usually all modern running gear in it. New brakes, new suspension, new wheels, tires, power plant, everything. Make it drive like a new car, but look like an old car. That's what most people are going for nowadays.
Okay, what do you drive?
I drive.
Yeah, what
he's
do you
gonna
drive?
laugh,
What do you drive?
A RAV4. The
Oh,
utilities.
Toyota.
Exactly. I was going to say the city utility sport.
No, but they're efficient.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure. Yeah.
Do you have kids and dogs?
I do. So
See?
that's why, definitely. And
still
because,
looking-
because
so
I'm
do
a
I.
DJ,
So
because
do
I'm a
I.
DJ, I got to get my gear in the back too. So get it around
Well,
town.
that's true, and the odd guitar, and
That's
you need
right.
some room, and
Definitely.
all of that, but not a van.
Not a van, no.
Well,
Sport
that's
utility.
next for him. He's going to buy a minivan. He's going to
You
step
think?
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to step up.
And when I get that, you'll get yourself a little smart car. So.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Or a mini convertible, or the new Fiat, that little
Those
sport
those
Fiat.
things are pretty neat
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
I got to admit. I wouldn't drive one, but
But
they look
they
pretty cool.
look very cool to me.
Yes.
Very European.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How
sure.
about that?
It's like when they redid the Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
That, it's taken off. I mean, it was
Yeah.
gone for so long, and then.
I'm
they
embarrassed to
redid-
say those Mini Coopers are actually fun to drive. My friend has one, and it's fun
Well,
to drive.
BMW does know how to
Yeah.
put a car together.
They
Yeah,
do indeed.
for sure.
You may have noticed
Yeah, once or twice.
once or twice. So, guests on the show?
Well, so far we've been on the air for about a month, and we've had some amazing guests. We've had Terry Ray from Dealey's Exhibitions. He's a Harley Davidson historian.
Yes.
And we've
He's
had,
interesting.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
amazing. We definitely at the end of the show we were
We're
like,
gonna have him
we haven't
back.
even scratched. The surface with you, so we're going to probably have him back 2 or 3 more times.
Sure, the
because-
whole Trevor Daly story and how it came together, and
Yeah.
James and
Yeah,
all
it's
of those
great.
people.
He actually enlightened us on a lot of stuff that we didn't know. So
Yeah,
it was
and
pretty cool.
we also had the organizers for the Great Canadian Bike Rally that's going to be happening up in Merritt in July, and that is going to be a pretty big event.
The Great Canadian Bike Rally. What
Yeah.
happens there? Are you talking bike, motorcycles?
Yeah,
Yes,
motorcycles.
yes, motorcycles.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be a big event. They're doing it all for charity, and it's going to be a bunch of motorcycle enthusiasts going up there. They've got bands, they've got games, they've got all kinds of events going on.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's
And it's
gonna
a
be good
family-friendly event also, which is great. And part
Sure.
of why we wanted to promote it and get them in is because a lot of people think that when you say biker,
Yeah, it's gonna
it's
be
not
all-
family-friendly and it's
Yeah.
all,
Right.
drinking
Big
and
bikers
carousing.
riding
and-
their Harleys and
Sure, that may happen a
causing-
little
causing
later
problems.
on, but in the daytime,
Right.
they've got family-friendly events that
Well,
are
as you know, Philip Till, who hosts the morning show
Yes.
at NW,
Yes.
and McComb,
Yes.
who hosts the afternoon,
Yeah.
they
They both
ride
ride.
motorcycles.
and we were actually on.
That's a terrifying thought.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. Well, we were on John's show, so he was
Oh, were you?
gracious
Okay.
enough to have
Well,
us on.
Till probably has to have his tea.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
Goes to, probably goes to Porto Cove for tea.
Yeah, that's about it.
He's so not a biker. Really. We'll come back.